So Mia Scott led her Texas softball team to a national title on one ACL, and this reminded me of the story of DeJuan Blair, who is an NBA veteran who played 7 seasons in the league without an ACL. Blair's body absorbed his ACLs after an unsuccessful surgery in high school. They found this out while he was in college, and it hurt his draft stock. Teams were scared to take the risk, so he ended up going second round. But he wasn't just any old NBA player. He got drafted to the San Antonio Spurs, and in his very first game recorded a double-double, and in that same season recorded another 28.21 rebound double-double. He didn't miss a game in his first 2 seasons and got significant minutes in the finals. So how was he able to compete for so long without an ACL, and why aren't we using his case as a study? ACL tears can be caused by weak hamstrings. Hamstring muscles are often used when repairing ACL tears. That's how mine was replaced, and is actually considered stronger than the original ligament. The ACL and hamstring have similar functions. They both stabilize forward and backward motion, but the ACL also supports stabilization in lateral movement. That's why it's important to basketball, soccer, and football players, and why it's understandable a softball player was able to continue playing without a surgery. The ACL is considered passive because it does not contract or actively move on its own. It's reactive. Think of it like a band. This band is the ACL and the pencil is your bone. When the pencil moves forward, the ACL pulls. Since we have this information, why aren't we being more intentional in our practices? What would happen if we start to become more intentional as youth coaches with programming strength exercises into practice that focus on the muscle groups supporting the ACL, like the quads, hamstrings, hips, and glutes? How many less ACL injuries would we begin to see over a period of time? It feels like there's an uptick of ACL injuries in women's basketball. Science already tells us that women are up to 8 times more likely to tear their ACL than men. And in the last couple of years, science also says that ACL tears can be linked to menstrual cycles and hormones due to changes in the elasticity during that time. As a person who tore their ACL, it's not an injury for the faint-hearted, and it's one I wish I could have avoided, and one I wish I knew more about, because back then, 15 years ago, it felt more like a death sentence to a career. DeJuan Blair's muscles adjusted over an extended period of time, and since he had that ACL surgery in high school, his workouts and rehab specifically focused on hamstrings and other supporting muscles. This is proof enough for me to start putting new things into practice to protect our athletes. But what are your thoughts, Hoops Tribe? Let's talk hoops.